We are here on the beach in Point Reyes, California. This is a vacation episode. I'm Rachael Keefe, and this is Monday's Muse. Before we begin, I want to apologize to those of you who might be listening on iTunes for the potentially lower production value. My wife and producer will be editing entirely on her smartphone. That being said, I want to say that this area in California is among the most beautiful places I have visited. The drive here reminded me in part of some places I saw in Greece. Some other parts reminded me of Cape Cod. But the diversity in the landscape is simply spectacular. The drive through the forest, through the grasslands, mountains, and here at the beach, it just doesn't get better. It is, I don't have the words to tell you how amazingly beautiful it is. And surrounded by all this beauty made me think of the gospel lesson for today in a little bit of a different way. In the lesson from Luke, Jesus says that he came to divide households, family members one from another. And not in the way that happens in families sometimes. But he really was saying that that his teaching would separate those who chose to follow from those who chose to follow more human ways. And it hit differently today because I realized, sitting here on the beach, that since I've been on vacation, I've received several texts. Some of you may know that I serve on the community support team for the police department, and I receive texts when there's a critical incident. In the last few days, while I have been enjoying this beauty, I've received texts about murder, several gunshot victims, and the death of an infant. Surely we can do better. Creation is beautiful. It reflects for us God's love. And I believe that human beings have the capacity to embody that same kind of beauty if we just try. So what would it take for you to try harder, to choose the way of peace? Thanks for joining us here on the beach in Point Reyes, California, and we'll see you next week.